And welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverdi.
We are headed to paradise. Woo! As Broadway balances America, escapes to Margaritaville.
My favorite place. Plus, we're going to go behind the mystery, and we're going to learn more about it. Something called Alport syndrome. It's a progressive genetic condition that affects kidney function and more.
And The Balancing Act starts right now.
Broadway Balances America, brought to you by Broadway across America, bringing the best of Broadway to a city near you.
Time now for Broadway Balances America. Today, the new Broadway musical Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville.
Oh, fantastic. Set your mind to island time. Amber Milt is heading to paradise.
Imagine a place where the sun is hot, the ocean's warm, and the drinks are always cold. I'm talking about Margaritaville, and all are welcome. From Jimmy Buffett's adoring fans to anyone who just wants to have a carefree good time. Featuring new songs and more than 20 Buffett classics, Escape to Margaritaville combines the best island sounds with an all-new original story. And Jimmy has been a fan of Broadway since he was young.
When I find myself working in musical theater, I came to really appreciate how much hard work it is by a team of people to put on a show. I do that for a living as well in another arena, but musical theater to me, and watching it come together and be a part of the process is something that I obviously enjoy a lot. As they say, I've been bitten by the bug. So I went from loving it to loving being in it. So that's pretty cool.
Jimmy Buffett is everything you want him to be. He's fun, he's friendly, he's so inclusive of everyone in the space. He's absolutely everyone's dream come true. So Greg Garcia and Mike O'Malley, our writers, took the songs with the help of Chris Ashley, our director, and they formed this really fun story, which is a Broadway show around Jimmy's music.
It's an original story. His music is placed perfectly along with the story to take us on this journey of these two lovers that find each other. And we meet all these different characters and on an island and a tropical vacation, and lots of mayhem ensues.
The story centers around a part-time bartender, part-time singer, and full-time charmer named Tully, played by Chris Clark.
Tully is a singer-songwriter at the Margaritaville bar. He loves his life on the island, but has these dreams of being a big-time recording star, but he's just afraid to do it. He's a dreamer that's afraid, like I think we all are sometimes. And he meets this career-minded tourist in Rachel, and she just opens up his world to all the things that he could do and could be. And so he starts to realize that he wants more, and she inspires him to find that balance between relaxed and driven, work-minded.
Sarah Hinrichsen plays Rachel, a beautiful career-minded tourist who steals Tully's heart and finds love where she least expects it.
She's sort of the one character that doesn't buy into the Jimmy Buffett island lifestyle when it first starts out. She's so focused. It's been like work, work, work always. And then she meets Tully, and he totally opens up her eyes to how incredible true love can be. And she's never been a person that uses balance before. She's always been a person that's fully involved in work. So the fact that he's showing her that she can have it all is just so eye-opening and exciting for her. She's like ready for anything.
And both are having the best time singing and playing songs from this great canon of music.
Chris and I keep laughing because we're like, are we even working? I get to just sing with people I love on stage, and the cast is a huge family already. It's just a dream come true.
What does it mean for you to be playing his songs night after night?
It's so special. I remember back when we were working on the show, I had a moment where I was like, this is my job, this is work. I'm just playing the songs that I grew up listening to as a kid, and now I get to share it with an audience and play it and be a rock star 8 times a week. It's so special because these songs mean so much to so many people. So to be able to just provide that escape for them and that chance to rock out to some Buffett is really meaningful to us as a cast.
Strumming his 6th string, aka his guitar, Chris graciously showed me how to play a few chords.
We have our guitars here now. Go slowly with me because I've only done lessons on YouTube. So what are some of the notes we need to play?
Yeah, so for Margaritaville, you just need 3 chords.
Okay.
That's all you need. It's just D, A, and G.
Okay.
And if you know those, you can play the whole song. It's nobody's fault.
I mean, I feel like I totally sound as good as you.
Oh,
It is so hard to sing, though, and play.
Sometimes.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much time have you spent practicing these songs?
I prepped for this for about 2 months. There's a lot of moments in the show that I start delivering a monologue as I'm playing something, and then I have to time it to where I come right in on the song as I'm doing stuff. It's like just, and we'll just be talking, and then like you and I having an interview, and then I just come in.
From the design to the big production numbers, the show makes sure audiences have their license to chill and so much more.
Anytime, a Jimmy song comes on, you can just feel it. They're like, oh, because they've been waiting for all those big hits. So something like Cheeseburger in Paradise, people just start clapping and start singing along, and sometimes I'll get up and start dancing, and it's amazing. And we play with the audience too. We invite them to join in at times and really just go with it.
If you don't know Jimmy Buffett songs, you're still gonna love it because it's a big, splashy Broadway show with all the things you want, right? Great dance numbers, great costumes. Paul Tazwell's a Tony Award winner. They're everything that you would want in a musical theater experience. But also, there's this sort of great canon of music because Jimmy's music is so fantastic.
Welcome to Margaritaville. So get ready to enjoy paradise. Fins up.
Come see the show whether you are a casual Buffett fan, a Parrot Head, a theater fan, or you just want to have a good time, because there is something in the show for everyone, whether you think you know the songs or don't, you've heard them on the radio.
You can expect to have the best night in the theater. It's exciting because it is a full Broadway musical. And there's costume changes and quick changes and tap numbers and sets flying in and like incredible character-driven storyline.
It is a whole lot of fun, and it's not expected for that 2 hours. You just get to sort of let all of this music and sort of that vibe, fall over you, and really you feel like you went somewhere. It's a good little vacation.
Everybody is welcome at Margaritaville.
What will audiences take away from Escape to Margaritaville? I think there's one word to describe the whole thing, and that is fun.
The national tour of Escape to Margaritaville is coming soon to a theater near you. Check out Broadway Across America, or you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com, for all the show information, tour dates, and more. See you there.
It's a rare genetic chronic kidney condition characterized by declining kidney function that could lead to end-stage kidney disease.
All patients experience kidney-related symptoms, and some experience hearing loss and eye abnormalities. It's also a highly progressive disease that is often undiagnosed or misdiagnosed.
Today, we're going to hear from one woman whose life was affected and how she became a passionate advocate to help others.
Let's go behind the mystery of Alport syndrome.
I'm a mother of 4 adult children, and I have 3 beautiful grandchildren. I'm a retired dialysis administrator, registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 45 years, once a nurse, always a nurse. Have worked mostly in and around the dialysis community through my career. I graduated from nursing school in 1974 and Part of leaving nursing school was to have a wellness exam. They identified that I had blood in my urine, and they accounted to probably just having a menstrual period. But 3 weeks later, in a pre-employment physical, I also still had blood in my urine. Also, they identified then protein in my urine. So I was referred to a nephrologist for a workup.
We met with nephrologist Dr. Pablo Pergola in San Antonio, Texas, who specializes in Alport syndrome.
Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body, essential to the function of many organs, and if mutated or missing, it can result in disease. Alport syndrome is a disease that involves a mutation in a specific type of collagen, this type 4 collagen, that can lead to disease in the kidney, eyes, and ears. In many patients, male or female, that kidney function can be lost over time fairly fast. That can result in significant loss of kidney function, requiring dialysis or transplantation.
Alport syndrome is considered one of the most severe types of chronic kidney disease, and compared to other forms, the condition causes a much more rapid progression to end-stage kidney disease.
There are 3 patterns of inheritance for Alport syndrome. One is the X-linked pattern, where the X chromosome is affected, and non-sex-linked pattern. They are the autosomal recessive form and the autosomal dominant form. Symptom presentation and disease severity can vary widely depending on the type of inheritance that you have. And often, many generations of that same family can have the disease.
It's estimated that approximately 30 to 60,000 people in the U.S. are affected.
I knew that my mom had blood in her urine and just lived a long life with continuing decline of her kidney function. Her 2 brothers had died of kidney failure. So when I was referred to the nephrologist, he asked a lot of questions about my family history, and he was the one that connected the dots between my symptoms and my mom's family history. I was told that I had Alport syndrome and that I didn't have to worry about it because women are just carriers, which we know, of course, is not true anymore. I continued to be followed by my primary care provider rather than returning to a nephrologist.
Kidney-related symptoms include hematuria, protein or albumin in urine called proteinuria, and progressive loss of kidney function leading to end-stage renal disease.
I did more research into Alport syndrome. I knew that I had had more protein in my urine. When I started seeing my new nephrologist, she wanted to confirm to be sure that she was going to be monitoring and treating me appropriately. So she recommended genetic testing, and it came back positive for X-linked Alport syndrome.
While obtaining a diagnosis is key to providing early intervention, there are still no treatment options, and many patients continue to be misdiagnosed.
Many patients are misdiagnosed because the early manifestation of Alport syndrome is hematuria and proteinuria that can be misinterpreted as many other common conditions that physicians will see and not think of Alport syndrome. The stereotypical patient with Alport syndrome is the X-linked male. And because of that, it's common that physicians don't think of a female with signs and symptoms that are manifestation of Alport syndrome as having the condition. So it's very important to recognize that Alport syndrome is not just a disease of males.
Because of the genetic inheritance pattern, Janine's family was also tested.
With Alport syndrome, there are no carriers. You either have the mutation or you don't. My daughter and I both have X-linked Alport syndrome. Both of her children will be tested. All 3 of my sons, my sister is positive for X-linked Alport syndrome.
If Alport syndrome is suspected, the diagnostic process includes
a detailed family history, a urine test, a blood test to check your kidney function, a kidney biopsy, and genetic testing.
My current symptoms include continued blood and protein in my urine, and I have hearing loss.
Treating the complications related to the progressive loss of kidney function is very important and a standard of care, but there is a significant unmet need regarding delaying progression to the dreaded need for dialysis or transplantation.
Since I retired, I still had a lot of energy and enthusiasm for the renal community. I've had the opportunity to talk with nephrologists, scientists, researchers, and the work that they're doing is just amazing. And those that are looking for cures, I hope they keep looking. Meantime, I hope they remember we just don't want to be on dialysis. I had the opportunity to become a moderator on Alport Syndrome Foundation's private social media online community. So many of them are scared and devastated and lost about what to do next. And over again, it gives me an opportunity to tell them just how hopeful I am.
For more information on Alport syndrome, visit alportsyndrome.org.
And you can always visit our website, thebalancingact.com.
We had a conversation one day and had that aha moment where we needed to do something bigger. We need to educate the world about what rare and genetic diseases are. And really from that day forward, we have.
Behind the Mystery started as a 6-part mini-series for The Balancing Act on Lifetime TV. Over the last 8 years, I've learned that one answer can lead to thousands of more questions.
My twin brother Sean was diagnosed with acinar cell cyst adenoma at the age of 25. It's a rare pancreatic tumor, and at the time of his diagnosis, there were only 12 other previously reported cases of ACA. I'm Molly Major, and I am the co-creator of the Behind the Mystery Rare and Genetic series.
It started with Alana. Not being able to have a name for Alana's illness was a really lonely, lonely road. And from a mother's point of view, just made me extremely angry and more powerful at the same time because I wasn't going to give up, no matter what. My name is Carrie Levy, and I am the creator of Behind the Mystery.
What drives me is knowing that through the Behind the Mystery Rare and Genetic series, I'm doing my part to contribute to an increased understanding of rare.
The silver lining of Behind the Mystery is Alana's diagnosis.
I hope I'm like my mom. I hope that one day I can be as good of a mother as she was to me, to devote her job and her work every day to researching and to trying to find a cure for me. The show has helped so many people get diagnosed and understand their disease.
With the Behind the Mystery Rare and Genetic series, we're able to put a face with the disease, we're giving patients a voice, and we're providing orphan drug companies with a platform to educate the world about the work that they're doing.
Show, huh?
When are we going to Margaritaville?
I know.
When are we going?
No kids.
Just us.
There you go.
Can we bring our husbands?
No. You want to come with us? Come on.
Come on, fans. You go with us.
Thanks for joining us.
Remember to head to our Facebook page and our website and follow us on Twitter.
Don't forget our Instagram @JuliaNolga.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. So long.